Hey, what is going on, guys? TalkNorwichCity here, back for another video. I hope you guys are all doing fantastically well. Today I'm back to try and tell you who the Farke, Daniel Farke, is. Now, who is Daniel Farke and why am I talking about this man? Well, if you've been living under a rock for the past 24 hours, you might not know that it looks like this man, Daniel Farke, is going to be the new head coach of Norwich City. It's been tweeted out by tons of respected journalists. He's basically said it's going to happen. So I'm expecting an announcement this week. Now, we've seen countless managers linked with the job. I say countless, not too many firm kind of links, really. Probably Jens Keller was the closest. We've seen Uwe Rosler, we've seen Michael O'Neill, we've seen David Wagner. Lots of people, none of them, except for Wagner, I've been too convinced about, mainly because they just don't really fit the way we want to work. Daniel Farke, on the other hand, seems like a bit of a nutter, and I love it. He seems like he's going to fit Norwich City down to a T. Now, is it going to be a gamble? But let me read you what he's done so far. So he's currently, or has been the past season, he's been the under-23 head coach at Borussia Dortmund, of course, one of Germany's biggest teams. Dortmund under 23s admittedly are in the 4th division of German football. Not exactly the dizzy heights of the first team, but still a good team. He guided them to 2nd in that division this season. He lost just once at home. He had a very tight defensive ship. He worked very closely with Thomas Tuchel, the manager of the first team of Borussia Dortmund. In Germany, it works slightly differently. So the youth teams play in the same divisions as the first teams, and the main real prospect, like in English football really, of the youth teams is develop them players into getting into the first team. So Daniel Farke very, very concentrating, and has been concentrating a lot on the youth, which Stuart Webber has said he wants to do at Norwich City. Promote the youth, because we don't have an unlimited budget and we're going to have to do that in order to try and get good players into the first team. Now, the previous boss of Borussia Dortmund under 23s was David Wagner, however you want to say it. Of course, he's now the man at Huddersfield. Stuart Webber brought David Wagner from Dortmund under 23s into Huddersfield. Since then, Wagner has taken the pretty much nailed on relegation team that was Huddersfield into the playoff final, and they could be in the Premier League within 90 minutes. Not of this, but if they win the playoff final. So he's done a miraculous job there. And the interesting thing is that David Wagner got Borussia Dortmund under 23s relegated, and they didn't really want to keep him at the time. On the other hand, you've got Daniel Farke here, who's doing great things there. He's been linked with Bundesliga teams. Dortmund want to keep him desperately, but he's not staying. His contract is up and he's moving on because he wants to be a first team manager. And it looks like Norwich City are going to give him that opportunity. The formation he plays, he's played a 4-1-4-1 this season, which accommodates 2 number 10s, which would be brilliant for Norwich City considering we have so many good number 10s. James Maddison, Wes Hoolahan, Alex Pritchard, possibly Stephen Naismith if he's still here next season. So all of them things sound absolutely great. He also said that he makes the coffee, he cooks the food, he takes the drinks bottles out. He encapsulates everything that he wants his team to do. He works hard off the pitch, he sets a good impression, and the players live up to that expectation, and they see that as a role model, and they carry their actions out on the pitch. Now, when Alex Neil first came into the club, it was very similar. He was under the radar. No one had really heard about him. He turned Hamilton around into a brilliant side. He came in, was brilliant with us for 8 months, and then kind of fell off the ship a bit. But I think you can almost, it wasn't all Alex Neil's fault. Now we have a new infrastructure. Things are changing off the pitch. Things are going to have to change on the pitch. Is Daniel Farke and Stuart Webber going to be that duo that will take us forward? I'm not sure, but I have a lot of faith in it. I'm certainly willing to embrace it if it does happen, because we need to get on board with this change. Otherwise, we're going to be stale like we have been for the past 3-4 seasons. Everyone has said that they wanted change when Alex Neil left. I know that this guy, Daniel Farke, is hardly the most experienced man at this level, but everyone deserves a chance, and I think that Daniel Farke could be the perfect fit for Norwich City. It's completely left wing, it's completely different, But if we're wanting to be this club that leads forward by example, this club that wants to change, and this club that wants to succeed under this new infrastructure, then we're going to have to give people like Daniel Farke the opportunity, because who else is out there? Uwe Rosler, brilliant. You know? So give this guy a chance. If he does come in, which I think he will, get behind him and let's see what he can do. I'm very excited, very, very excited. And I think this could be a very decent appointment for Norwich City. Let me know your thoughts on Daniel Farke down in the comments section below. And let me know if I'm even pronouncing his name right, because I could have just done this whole video pronouncing his name wrong. Anyway, that's my thoughts on Daniel Farke. Let me know your thoughts down in the comment section below. I think it's going to be a very busy week. I'm expecting this to be done in the next few days, and also Marley Watkins to be signed on in the next few days as well. So keep up to date with all the Norwich City content here on Talk Norwich City. It's going to be a busy week, my friends.